Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. This information is for all those who want to know about the effects of polycystic ovarian syndrome. It may help you if you are a patient or friend or relative of someone who has PCOS. PCOS can affect your periods, fertility, hormones, and appearance. It has long-term effects and it has short-term effects. PCOS and polycystic ovaries are two different conditions.
What are polycystic ovaries? Polycystic ovaries are larger than normal ovaries and have twice the number of follicles. Follicle is a circular fluid-filled space within the ovary that release the eggs. Who gets PCOS? Any woman once she goes through puberty may have PCOS. Symptoms often develop during the first year of menarche. Out of 100, every 14 women may have PCOS. There are two types of effects of PCOS, short-term and long-term. Before discussing these effects, let's have the look at the difference between a normal ovary and a polycystic ovary. Here you can see. And this is an ultrasound picture that shows how polycystic ovaries look on ultrasound. So you can see easily the fluid-filled black spaces inside the ovary. What are the symptoms of polycystic ovaries? Symptoms include irregular periods or no periods at all, increased hair on body or face, less hair on head, or being overweight, rapid increase in weight or difficulty in losing weight, oily skin or acne, difficulty to conceive. The symptoms may vary from women to women, including depression and psychological problems. So, what causes PCOS? The cause of PCOS is not yet known, but it often runs in family. If you have a relative like a mother, aunt, or sister with PCOS, your chances to develop PCOS may be increased. Two hormones are blamed to cause PCOS. One of those hormones is testosterone, that is slightly raised in this condition, and the other hormone is insulin, that is secreted by the beta cells of islets of Langerhans from pancreas. Insulin is a hormone that controls the level of sugar in blood. In this condition, body's response to this hormone is reduced, and this is called insulin resistance. Insulin resistance has many effects on the body, including dark patches on neck, elbows, armpits, groin, and lips, central obesity, feeling more hungry, high blood pressure, and intestinal bloating. How is PCOS diagnosed? Having polycystic ovaries does not mean you have PCOS. A diagnosis is made when you have two out of these three problems. First is irregular, infrequent periods or no periods at all. Second is increased hair on body or face or higher levels of testosterone. Third effect is an ultrasound scan that shows polycystic ovaries. Once you are diagnosed with PCOS, you need to see a doctor, either a gynecologist or an endocrinologist. Endocrinologist is a specialist who treats the diseases caused by hormonal imbalance. Let's come to the long-term effects of PCOS. So if you have PCOS, so your risk of having insulin resistance and developing diabetes is increased. 1 or 2 in every 10 women may develop diabetes mellitus in their later life, and the risk is especially high if your age is more than 40 years, you had diabetes during pregnancy in the past, you have any family member with diabetes, or your body mass index is more than 30. The next long-term health effect caused by PCOS is high blood pressure. And again, the risk is more if you are diabetic or your body mass index is more than 30. The third long-term effect is cancer of the womb. If you have less than 3 periods in a year, The lining of the womb is thickened, and this may lead to endometrial cancer in a small number of women. How to avoid this condition? There are many ways and many options to avoid this condition by using the hormone progesterone. The first option is to use a pill for 5 days if you do not have periods for 4 months. The next option is to use oral contraceptive pills cyclically, so you will have periods every month. The third option is to place a loop inside the womb. It is called Mirena, and it releases a small amount of hormone every day, which will keep the endometrial lining or the lining of the womb very thin. So which option suits you depends upon your future wishes to have a baby. So depression and mood swings. These symptoms may affect how you see yourself and how you think others see you. It can lower your self-esteem. The next long-term effect is snoring, and snoring at night may lead to drowsiness in the day. So, how can I reduce these long-term health risks? The answer is simple. Have a healthy lifestyle, eat a healthy balanced diet, take lot of fruit, vegetables and whole foods, lean meat, fish and chicken, cut down the amount of sugar, salt and caffeine, eat meals regularly, especially breakfast, and do exercise regularly at least for 30 minutes 3 times a week, and reduce the weight. So weight reduction has a miracle effect on the symptoms of polycystic ovarian syndrome and long-term health risks. Weight loss will lead to less insulin resistance and more response of your body to the hormone insulin. So it will cause less chances of diabetes mellitus in future. It will save you from heart problems, and the risk of cancer of womb will be lesser. There are more chances that you will have a baby, and your skin will be better, less oily, and you have less acne. Hair growth on the body and face will be lesser and more on the head. And similarly, the risk of depression is also reduced. So you need to have regular health checks for blood pressure. How often you have to see your doctor will be decided by your physician, and whether you need to have to test your cholesterol depends upon what your doctor and you decides for yourself. Similarly, if you have less than 3 periods in a year, or you don't have any periods for 4 months, or you have irregular bleeding, you need to see your doctor, and doctor may refer you for ultrasound to see the thickening of the womb, and then you may need a treatment to have your regular periods. For diabetes mellitus, if you are over 40 years of age and your body mass index is high, you may need to see the doctor every year to have a checkup for diabetes mellitus. For depression and psychological problems, you may need a referral to a counselor or a trained specialist. Is there a cure for this disease? There is no cure for PCOS, but it's not a matter to worry. Medical treatment aimed to manage and reduce the symptoms or consequences of having PCOS. There are many women who successfully manage their symptoms and long-term health risks without medical intervention, just by having regular exercise, healthy lifestyle and healthy dietary habits. Shared decision making is very important, and you have to involve in this decision making. And to make a decision, you need to ask 3 questions to yourself. What are my options? What are the pros and cons of each option? And how can I help myself to have a right decision?
Thank you very much for watching today's video. If you have any questions, it's my pleasure to answer. Thank you.